Are you one of those types of people that really overthink things and you want to have everything planned out perfect? Or maybe you're one of those people that kind of jump into things and then kind of realize later that wasn't such a great decision. Well, as you build your side business, especially as a beginner, these kind of personality types or these types of leanings can create problems in your business. I've been through it, and in this video I want to help you diagnose a little bit of who you are and maybe how we can get more balance in our lives so that our businesses can move forward. My name is Richard and I'm an Australian living here in Hong Kong. I'm actually a pastor full-time, but I love to talk about building great side businesses that are a blessing to our family and to our financial situation, and without killing our time and all of our energy, without building these big stressful things that are gonna really suck the life out of us with all the other important parts of our life. I'm a dad, I have 4 kids, and my little business has been a great blessing to me and my wife financially, and I want to help you to do the same. The only thing is that I've got to admit that I'm a bit of an overthinker, and I think I've waited years to move on parts of my business, and I could have had results much sooner. And I've realized that in the entrepreneurial kind of journey, we often fall into one of 2 categories. And the first category, I'm going to speak of them nicely. So I'm going to say they're the strategic perfectionists, okay? And they want to get everything right. And then there's the enthusiastic action takers, and they are biased towards action and getting things done. Both have their strengths, but both also have their serious downsides. And we want to identify which camp do we kind of fall into naturally, and how can we kind of overcompensate and move the balance so that we're not, affected too strongly by the downsides of that way of thinking and living. So the first category, strategic perfectionists. Your desire is to understand something completely. Okay, so let's say for me, learning SEO, I want to do all these different courses, and I want to understand technical SEO, and I want to understand on-page SEO and link building and all this kind of stuff. And I want to understand it fully. I also want to have a plan with all the steps from A to Z. I want to know what I'm going to do here in my business, and then once I get to that level, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to offer that service, and then the strategic perfectionist, you're trying to work out how to get, from A all the way to Z. It's not just the first few steps. It's you really want to plan things out strategically. You want to work out what's the best way to move forwards. How should I get customers? I'll research Facebook ads. I'll research LinkedIn kind of direct marketing. And you want to look at all of these and evaluate before you decide which option you're going to use. Essentially, the mindset of the overthinking strategic perfectionist is that you want to eliminate problems. And you almost want to eliminate problems before you've even encountered the problems. And there's some great, there's a great quality about this. I think we should be strategic, but I mean to the point of paralysis. I mean to the point of procrastination, where you're just not getting things done. The problem is there's always more things to learn. You can never learn enough. You can never upskill enough. And the other problem is that the best way to learn, if you really want to learn, is to go out there and get a client and actually learn some things, because you're gonna, as you go and do that, you're testing the market. You're gonna see if there's actually, if your thesis is actually correct. If there is demand for what you're trying to offer. If you spend so long trying to create the perfect service or product, you could go out there to the market and find that no one wants it. So if you don't have your foot in the door and you're not actually getting your hands dirty, you could be planning everything out and your whole thesis is wrong, and you're going to be humbled as you go out there and end up finally making a move. The whole foundational premise of your business could be completely off. You cannot work it out off theory alone. This is not university, this is the marketplace, and you have to test the market. And the thing is, if you go this slow, by the time you move, you may have really missed out on some opportunities. It may be a little bit too late. So there's a lot of problems with being a perfectionist, wanting to have the strategy perfect. For me, I first built a website for kind of like my digital marketing agency, and I was told that I needed one. I thought, oh yeah, I need to have one, and I worked so hard on all these offers, and I put a lot of time into it. No one looked at it. It didn't help me get more business, and all my offers were different within a few months, because as I talked to more business owners and I saw other opportunities, I realized that my first idea was just not that good. That's pretty common. I'm not saying don't get a website, but I shouldn't have agonized. I shouldn't have wasted months on that step. It wasn't necessary. I should have just gone out there and offered my services and adjusted as I talk to more clients. So if you've been sitting on your idea, if you've been sitting, on your business idea for like 6 months, a year, longer, this could be you, and you need to adjust. All right. Now, I want to go to the second group of people, the enthusiastic action takers. And to be honest, if I had a choice, I'd probably rather be in this category. But you are the type of people that just love to try things. You will get out there. You will test the market. You understand that risk is necessary. Yep, I've got to. I'm not. You understand the value of practice, of proven theories, not just theory that is unproven and untested. You work things out as you go. You learn as you go. It's awesome. But the problem is sometimes you get yourself into trouble because you jump into things. You jump into commitments. You jump into that contract with that client, and you end up not wanting to do that service at all anymore, but you've still got a year left on your contract. You waste time going down a path that you realize, this can't even scale. I can't scale this. This is just based off my time. And if I build this business on this, I'm going to have no time at all. That's not the goal of the businesses that I'm talking about on this channel. We're trying to release our time. So sometimes we can get stuck in something that's sucking our time because we've jumped into something, we haven't thought it through, and we're now kind of stuck. We can get committed to really unideal situations. You can end up losing money. You could jump down something, maybe on a marketing strategy or something like that, and you've put this money down for these ads and it's all gone. Didn't work. You get burned and you may not recover. That's the problem, is these kind of action takers, it's all good until they get burned, and they may not be able to recover from that. So I think these people are kind of always changing. They want this idea and then they like that idea. Action biased, that's good, but you're gonna run into problems. And I think the best thing is if we can understand the strengths of both, and if we can encourage ourselves to think when needed and encourage ourselves to do when needed. Encourage ourselves to take action, or encourage ourselves to get strategic. Okay, let me think. Is this the right offer? Is this business model scalable? Could I teach most of this work to a virtual assistant so that I wouldn't have to do the work? And then also for the other side of that, okay, today I'm going to go out and I'm just going to find a client. There was one time actually, I sat on my sofa. It was on my Monday off, because my Monday is my day off. It's when I film a lot of these videos. And I decided I'm going to find an opportunity and I'm going to reach out to a business owner. And I did that on my sofa. And within 2 hours, I had found an opportunity for a lead generation website. and I had contacted a dentist, and they're now my best client. I just decided, stop fluffing around, Richard, and go and take action and offer a service to someone. So I want to encourage you to understand your weakness, understand your temperament, and adjust for it. This is what mature people do. We are not at the mercy of our personalities. But it may not come naturally, but that's okay. You're intelligent and you can learn and you can work this out. So learn from the other side. Get around people who are different than you, other business owners and people doing things. Like I have a friend who lives in Japan who is also doing his own business, and he's in the ministry like me as well. And he is very much an action taker, and I really respect it. I learn a lot from that. I'm inspired by that. It's good to be around people who are different than you. And the best kind of leaders understand that they need a bit of both. So I hope that helps you. I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you. That's why I started this channel. And if you got anything out of this video, please drop a like. Let me know in the comments section. I'd love to know a bit of your story. And please, 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 I'm begging you, subscribe. I've only got like 50 subscribers, and would love to be able to give you more content like this that I'm releasing every single week. Awesome. Well, hey, if you want to know how to build your confidence as a beginner to starting an online business, then check out this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.